We're over-dependent on automation. I can see that now.
Welcome RPA champions. In today's video, we are going to be seeing why we should not start learning machine learning. Instead, why we should start learning intelligent automation and how these two fields are very similar, but yet at the same time, the path to take to reach one and the other are completely different. Also, the technologies that you learn in one or the other are completely different. They sound very similar, but in today's video, you will be understanding why you should not be learning pure machine learning and why you should instead focus on intelligent automation. Intelligent automation is the automation inside of businesses and companies that allows you to automate different processes inside of those companies. You do this with different kinds of technologies and tools that you leverage to automate the processes in the shortest amount of time. On the other hand, machine learning is the study of statistics, algorithms, and mathematics to calculate different equations, formulas, and to fine-tune those formulas for best results. So let's start with four reasons. Four reasons why you should not be learning machine learning, but instead intelligent automation. As reason number one, there is too much hype around AI. People think that it is going to be the solution for almost anything, and that's why many people are getting passionate about it and want to learn. However, whenever the hype is going to die down, people are not going to be so passionate about it and are going to probably interrupt their learning journeys. So be careful about the hype that is around AI. This hype is, however, very correct. The AI market is, or the intelligent automation market, is estimated by Gartner to reach 580 billion by the year 2023. Now, that is a huge amount if you compare it to the car industry market that was estimated at around 300 billion in 2020. Reason number two, it is going to be a long journey ahead to learn machine learning. Machine learning is a set of statistics, calculus, trigonometry, and all kinds of complicated mathematical equations that if you truly want to understand how to do regression and how to do different algorithms, you really need to know how to fine-tune these equations and how to get the best results out of the algorithms that you have. This assumes that you understand and you have a deep understanding of how the algorithm was created, where it derives from, and how you can solve it manually without inputting it inside of a Python function or inside of an automatic way of resolving it. On the other hand, we have intelligent automation. Intelligent automation is the use of low-code tools that have been already prepared with the algorithms that are required to solve business problems on the fly. For example, OCR, or extracting intelligently information from PDF documents that you have received. This is using machine learning as well. However, you are not building the machine learning part. You are responsible of automating or solving the pain that the business has, and that is extracting the information from the PDF documents. So, as an intelligent automation expert, you would learn the different low-code tools that are required to extract the information from PDF and the RPA tools that will help you to automate the entire process. You would put this together and you will solve the pain point for the customer. The journey to learn automation or intelligent automation, it is much shorter. You have to get certified and learn the vendor software that is available in the market that allows you to solve for the same pain points that machine learning would allow you to solve, just with a low-code environment and using different vendor applications. 3. The barriers to entry. Now, the barriers to entry for machine learning are pretty high. And what I mean by pretty high, if you're looking to get a job as a machine learning expert in a high-paying position, it is most likely expected of you to have finished some sort of university degree and most likely to have a PhD in machine learning. Having a PhD or finishing a machine learning course from a university is not that easy, and the majority of people that are learning machine learning right now, they're learning it from available resources online such as Coursera, Udemy, Udacity, and so on. This is a great starting point. However, when you compare it with somebody that has finished the university with a PhD degree, you will obviously choose somebody with a PhD over somebody that has an online education in machine learning. The high-paying jobs, therefore, are reserved only for the best machine learning experts that are out there in the market, and the competition is pretty high. On the other hand, we have intelligent automation with technologies such as UiPath, Blue Prism, Automation Anywhere, and so on. These providers, they provide you an online education, an online course and certification that you can take online, and you can learn the technology almost over a weekend. Over a weekend you cannot become an expert, but definitely you can already start working with the technology and automating a few processes. And your time to market with intelligent automation is going to be much faster than with machine learning. Also, you will be considered a much greater expert with the same amount of time that you would input into machine learning or that you would input into intelligent automation. Therefore, you have much better chances of getting a high-paying job in intelligent automation, such as a head of a center of excellence or RPA developer or business process automation expert, instead of a machine learning engineer. The two jobs, primarily, they're all both aimed at creating automations that are going to help companies automate processes. However, with the machine learning role, you are expected to create the algorithms from scratch and fine-tune them, while in the other one, you are expected to use the vendor tools and create process automations that will automate these processes. Now, for the fourth and final point, we have the complexity of learning the one technology or the other. Obviously, I mentioned it previously, but the complexity of learning machine learning is pretty high. It is required that you learn all of the different algorithms, understand the algorithms, and so forth. While on the other hand, the complexity of learning the intelligent automation, it is relatively low because, as I said previously, the training is very clear and available from the vendors. In addition to that, the tools that you use to create this kind of automations are low-code tools that can be enhanced with coding. However, if you do not know any coding, you are not expected to create your processes with code. You can get by simply by dragging and dropping different things that are in different tools. Connecting the different tools such as RPA, AI, machine learning, chatbots, and so on will allow you to create flows and automations that are with machine learning, or that do things that predict stuff, that extract stuff with OCR, that communicate with humans using natural language, that get insight from documents, and so forth. Now, with these reasons in mind, I hope that you have a much clearer idea of what you should be learning in the following months and years, and what will be a focus in the marketplace. Currently, companies are looking for machine learning experts. However, they are more looking for experts that will help them automate processes. Processes that are legacy processes that have not been automated for decades and that are causing the company not to have a competitive advantage. With all of the tools that are in the market, chatbots, BPM tools, RPA tools, AI, low-code tools such as for extracting OCR, doing machine learning, and chatbots. All of these tools are available for companies so that they can do automation. Now, instead of building the algorithms from scratch, become an expert on how to use the different tools already available in the marketplace, and with those certifications, help companies achieve their automation goals. That is the way of getting the highest reward in the shortest amount of time, from my experience. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next videos.